Good morning, Quadcopter 101 here, and before we get started, I'd like to get out my shout-outs goes to Scoot Rotor. Scoot Rotor today is today's shout-out winner, and congratulations. There's your shout-out. What do I got for you today? I got for you the Cicada 180 ready-to-fly version, okay? There are two versions of this little quadcopter, but this is the ready-to-fly version. These are, the Cicadas are relatively inexpensive FPV racers, but what's special about it is there's an advanced version which has a lot of features, but it's only $90, and then there's this basic ready-to-fly version, which comes with a transmitter ready to go out of the box. This one's a little more expensive because you got to pay for the transmitter. It's about $150. But let's go over the features of this. Is the basic version again. Now, the basic version of the Cicada has 1306 kV motors, 3100 kV motors. The advanced version has quite a bit larger motors than this one, but again, it's more for advanced flyers. This one is intended as a first FPV racer for an intermediate flyer who wishes to transition to FPV racing. The reason being, you get the transmitter already bound to this quadcopter. The quadcopter should be already tuned and ready to fly out of the box, although you can tune it if you want. I'll go over those features here shortly. We got a 700 TVL camera up front. It has a actually very capable transmitter in here. Way too capable, I think, for what this is. Let me just pull this off here. But here's how you adjust the transmitter, this button here. But this transmitter has features of 25 milliwatts. Let me go over this. 200 milliwatts, 500 milliwatts, and 800 milliwatts. Now, I would not recommend going 800 milliwatts or even 500 milliwatts with the little batteries that this thing is using. Otherwise, you're going to get very short flight time, and you're probably going to overheat something inside. That's just too much power. But 25 and 200 milliwatts should be good enough. Now, with that in mind, if you look on the basic version here, this does not have an external antenna. The advanced version does. It has a circular polarized antenna, but this one's antenna is integrated inside. It's actually right here. If you look behind the plate there, there's the 5.8 gigahertz FPV antenna for that transmitter, and the 2.4 gigahertz receiver antenna is right here attached to this arm here. So what else? We go to the ESCs that go with these motors are 16 amp, 20 amp max momentary ESCs. This basic version is only capable of 3S batteries. Don't go putting a 4S battery in this, because 4S battery, actually I think it's limited by the motors that we got here and the ESCs. So again, this is only a 3S capable. The advanced version is 3S and 4S capable, so keep that in mind. Other things about this, it comes with an 850 milliamp hour 40C battery. That's the one you get here. Again, it's only 3S only with XT30 connector. These little Cicadas are only XT30. The total weight of this thing is only 190 grams without the battery. With this particular battery that comes with it, it's about 262 grams, so it goes over that 250 gram limit. Now, the construction of this thing is modular. You can remove these arms and replace them. They do have spare arms if you do break them, but it also is hybrid type of construction. You got fiberglass, you got plastic, and this plastic protectors over your ESCs probably under here. And on the bottom, you got a little bit of plate. So, it's lightweight, but very strong. It should be very strong. So, let's go to a flight of this thing and see how it performs. Hope you enjoy this flight of this little basic flyer. So, let's go for it. Okay, I just turned on the drone. Actually, I turned on the transmitter first. Then I plugged in the quadcopter. Again, this is ready to fly out of the box. The way the switches are set is, this is your beeper switch. You bring it down and it activates the beeper. And this switch selects angle stabilized mode all the way up, horizon mode, and acro mode all the way down. You can, of course, change these in Betaflight if you wish, but that's the way it comes, ready to go out of the box. No fiddling, nothing to set up or worry about. Now, you arm the motors by down and to the left, I believe. Yep. Nope, that's unarmed. Arm the motors down and to the right. And let's go for a flight in angle mode here. Let's see what it's like with this little, I got the 3S battery in it, just bringing it up close, letting you see it up close, and then not a ton of punch. You know, it's not the biggest motors in the world, but again, this is a beginner's ready-to-fly racer. And with that in mind, I think that's a cool idea, you know, especially for the price. You're getting something ready to fly out of the box. Okay. Let's land it and go right into acro fly. Let's see how this thing is as an acro race, FPV racer. So let's put it down, plop it down, and we'll go disarming. Oh yeah, disarming down and to the left, folks. Disarm, arm is down to the right. Let's go into FPV flying and acro. Hope you enjoy this flight. Okay, let's go for a flight of this thing. Selecting acro of switch C all the way down. And putting on my goggles, adjusting my goggles. See what the picture looks like. And arming motors. Motors are armed. And away we go. It's a fast little thing. I'm surprised. The way I got mine set up is I got it set up to 200 milliwatts transmitter power. Let's go up. And do that, try that, and then come down fast. Let's go low and fast. I like going low and fast out here at this area here. Getting a little bit fuzzy there. You know, I got it set to 200 milliwatts, but now if you notice, folks, this does not have on-screen display, so I don't know. Whoops, touched the ground there. This does not have on-screen display, so I have no idea what the battery power is. I'm going to be, I'm getting a little bit of fuzziness there. Maybe I should have selected 500 milliwatts there, but not the best antenna, or the best antenna placement. Let's try going down lower, lower, lower. Yeah, that aluminum plate with that antenna placement, it could be better. I keep getting this, you know, you're seeing it probably in the FPV reception. But, it just fades in and out. I'm going up high again because I need to get some height with this thing with that in the battery. And, oh, there we go. Although we don't have OSD, we got battery. I better come in closer. You see that, folks? And with the battery getting lower, I'm starting to lose FPV reception too. So, you know, the Cicada, for a beginner's flyer, it's good. You're not going to want to fly too far, and I don't recommend setting it to like 500 milliwatts, 800 milliwatts, because I don't know what that's going to do inside. That's a lot of power. It might be okay, I don't know, but I just don't recommend it. I got it set, like I said, to 200 milliwatts, and even at 200 milliwatts, though, I'm not able to go very far out. I'm not setting it to 500 just to see. And, you know, the motors, you can feel that these aren't super powerful motors. But again, if you're a beginner flyer, you're not going to be wanting to do more than learning to fly acro with this. And this is more than sufficient to learn acro. Yeah, I'll give you that. And again, it's ready to fly out of the box. I'm waiting for a beep. I heard a beep. I noticed it got beep. You know, on low voltage warning. Because it has a beeper, but I'm still not hearing it yet. Okay, with that in mind, let's go over here. Oh, I don't want to go too far. I gotta remember that. Don't go too far out. Okay, we're getting low now. I'm going to call it quits here soon. And let's just do a slow flyby to see this before the battery goes out. Coming by slowly. So this is the Cicada 180 ready to fly version. And I'm going to call it quits here, folks, because that battery's got to be low by now. Just a little 850. Even though I'm not hearing a beep. So bringing it in, bringing it in. Bringing it in because I'm losing picture. And disarming. So let me get out of my chair if I can. So, and take the camera back from my wife. Thank you, my love. So that's the Cicada one. Oh, I got to disarm that thing. I thought I disarmed it. No, I got to remember to disarm this one. You got to move the sticks down and to the left. Now I recommend, you know, the way I like to do it is I like to set up the far right switch to arming and disarming. Recommend doing that, but again, currently the way it is out of the box is down to the right arms it, down and to the left disarms it. So remember that, folks. So that's the Cicada 180, little ready to fly FPV racer. Thinking about it, you know, for beginners, ready to fly, this thing, again, you know, this is, advanced flyers are not going to be impressed. It doesn't have a ton of power, particularly for doing, you know, I had a hard time coming out of loops and flips there. You know, it descended quite a bit on a loop or a flip. But it was going pretty dang fast, though, on the ground here. I was getting it going good. The range at 200 milliwatts wasn't very good. You know, it was like what I would expect to see from a 25 milliwatt. But again, you can boost that up to 500 and 800 if you want. I just don't recommend it because that's going to suck a lot of power from your battery. So that's the Cicada 180. So hope you enjoyed this flight. This is Quadcopter 101. Let me adjust this a bit. Quadcopter 101. Signing out.